For decades, fans have wondered why Cliff Richard, the iconic pop star, never married. He had the looks, fame, and the adoration of millions, yet love seemed to evade him. Now, at 85, Cliff has finally opened up about the pressures that fame placed on him, the promises he made to God and himself, and the quiet truths he carried. Beneath the fame, charm, and faith was a man navigating two worlds, the brilliance of the stage and the private life he never fully lived. His choices, shaped by devotion to music and discipline, created a delicate balance between public success and the longing for personal connection. From Harry Webb to Cliff Richard. In the late 1950s, Britain was recovering from the shadow of war, and the country was yearning for hope. Enter Harry Webb, a shy teenager who would soon be known to the world as Cliff Richard. At just 18 years old, Cliff was thrust into the limelight, transforming from a simple Hertfordshire schoolboy to the face of British pop. His transformation was rapid, with screaming fans filling concert halls and radios blasting his songs. Despite the fame, he was still very much a boy at home, seeking permission to leave the table and learning that the world could admire him without truly understanding him. With fame came expectations, and Cliff quickly realized that survival in such an industry demanded discipline, composure, and obedience. Discipline over indulgence. From the beginning of his career, Cliff Richard's life was marked by an unwavering discipline. While other stars sought fame's indulgences, Cliff focused on staying grounded. His producers envisioned him as a British Elvis Presley, charming but safe, daring yet clean. He complied, learning early on that control was necessary for longevity. Every interview, every appearance, every gesture was carefully planned. He kept his personal life hidden, not out of fear, but because he realized that sharing too much of himself would mean losing control of his own identity. Cliff's discipline extended beyond his career. It became his way of protecting his private self from the public's insatiable curiosity. While others enjoyed the hedonism of stardom, Cliff found comfort in routine and structure, anchoring himself in his faith, his music, and his principles. The price of fame. The applause, the accolades, and the adoration from fans were intoxicating. But for Cliff Richard, they only highlighted what was missing: normalcy and the intimacy of a private life. His fame came with its own price. He built walls around himself, not out of arrogance, but out of necessity. The boy who once dreamed of romantic love songs now found himself using those very songs as a shield, keeping potential partners and deep connections at arm's length. As his career soared, so did public curiosity about his private life. Fans wrote letters, asking for glimpses into his heart, and tabloids eagerly searched for the woman who might finally capture his affection. Yet the truth was much more complex than the public imagined. Cliff had brief but meaningful relationships, yet his devotion to his work and the demands of fame always seemed to stand in the way of lasting romantic fulfillment, building a different kind of family. Cliff Richard's life was far from solitary. He surrounded himself with people who shared his values and vision for life, forming a chosen family that gave him the support, companionship, and understanding he needed. His manager, Bill Lahm, was a key part of this support system, and together they navigated the complexities of fame, loyalty, and public expectations. Cliff's friendships and mentorships became the foundation of his life. Through these relationships, he was able to find the stability and love he might not have found in marriage. They offered him the companionship joy and understanding that he longed for, illustrating that love can be found in many forms, whether it's between friends, family, or those who walk alongside you in your journey of life. Loyalty, service, and fulfillment. As the years passed, Cliff's friendships and relationships became more integral to his sense of fulfillment than any romantic connection. He found joy in giving back to the community, in serving others, and in his enduring commitment to his music and faith. Though he experienced the losses that come with age, he never wavered in his dedication to the values he held dear. His life was one of purpose, defined by loyalty to his friends, service to others, and unwavering faith. In the end, he found deep satisfaction not in romantic love, but in the knowledge that he had lived a life of integrity and devotion. Through his music, charity work, and meaningful relationships, Cliff Richard's legacy was built on the love he gave, not the love he lacked. Facing loneliness with peace. Even in a life full of success and meaning, there were moments when Cliff Richard faced loneliness. He felt the absence of companionship, the subtle ache of what could have been. Yet he did not view this as a punishment. Rather, it was the natural consequence of the life he had chosen to live. The silence, the solitude, these became his companions, walking with him through the years. But far from being resentful, Cliff accepted these moments with peace, knowing they were part of the balance he had embraced. His life was rich in purpose and fulfillment, even if it didn't look the way society expected. He had built a legacy that transcended romantic relationships, proving that a life lived according to one's principles can offer profound rewards. A life without regret. At 85, Cliff Richard looks back on his life with no regrets. He has never married, but he doesn't view this as a deficiency. Instead, he recognizes that his choice allowed him to focus on what truly mattered to him: his faith, his music, and his friendships. The freedom to pursue these passions brought him peace, and the lack of romantic entanglements allowed him to stay true to his purpose. There were moments of longing, but Cliff understands that the trade-offs he made in his personal life were necessary for him to live authentically. His legacy is not measured by what he didn't have, but by the lives he touched, the music he created, and the love he shared in his own way. Achievements and legacy. Cliff Richard's legacy is defined not by what he lacked, but by what he gave to the world. Over 6 decades, he built a career that was grounded in integrity and devotion. His music, his charity work, and his lasting friendships testify to a life well lived, one that prioritized purpose over popularity. Fame never compromised him. His commitment to faith and service remained unwavering throughout his career. His songs, his kindness, and his dedication to God and others created a version of love that extended beyond romantic bonds. At 85, he continues to inspire with a life that shows peace can endure even when passion fades, and happiness can thrive without meeting society's expectations. Enduring principles. As time passes and his steps slow, Cliff Richard's values remain unchanged. He continues to record music, perform, and connect with audiences in a way that reflects his deep sense of purpose and gratitude. Even as he faces the inevitable loneliness that comes with age, he finds peace in his choices and the life he has led. Reflecting on his younger years, Cliff expresses no regret. He did what he was meant to do, and for him that was enough. His story serves as a testament to the power of conviction, discipline, and the enduring pursuit of one's true purpose in life. A Life Fully Lived Cliff. Richard's journey is one of clarity, commitment, and enduring faith. He stood firm in a world that often values fame over integrity, and proved that love and fulfillment can be found in many forms, not just through marriage. He built a life rich in purpose, connection, and devotion to others. Through faith, music, and friendships, he demonstrated that true happiness does not come from following society's rules, but from living authentically and with conviction. His life serves as a reminder that a life fully lived doesn't require romantic love, and that happiness can be found in the choices we make and the connections we cultivate.